Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. My name is Evelyn Barta and today we will talk about quantum jumps and quantum leaps. What are those and what is going beyond time and space? And I find this topic extremely fascinating and I'm so glad that I can finally talk about that. Let's dive into quantum physics a little bit and I will try to explain it in a way that is not super scientific. As I said earlier, in order to understand what quantum leaps and quantum jumps are, we have to understand how quantum physics works a little bit. But don't panic, I will explain it in very easy, simple terms. So let's say that you want to travel from A to B. And in order to get from A to B, you have to move physically. So in linear Newton physics terms, you have to get from A to B physically. And how you get from A to B is a subject to time and space. Now, the laws of quantum physics are different to linear physics laws. So moving from point A to point B is not a subject to time and space. It goes beyond time and space. So in quantum physics terms, you would disappear from point A and you would appear in point B at the same time without having to move from A to B physically. And this is exactly what is happening when we are talking about reality shifts and quantum leaps and quantum jumps, which is great because it means that change is not tied to time and space. Change can happen instantly. So change is not a subject to time and space, but is a subject to your consciousness. So the consciousness does the quantum leap and quantum jump. You cannot think about quantum leaps and quantum jumps in terms of the body doing them. The consciousness does it, and then the body and the physical environment and reality can respond to this change physically. So it manifests in the physical realm as well. And this is exactly what is happening when someone is healed instantaneously from an illness. And I love Joe Dispenza because he is talking about the healing of the physical body in terms of quantum jumps and quantum leaps. So if you don't know him, you have to check him out because he's amazing in explaining it and he's giving an overview from a scientific point of view how this works. Imagine that there are multiverses and infinite number of possibilities and parallel timelines out there, and you have the free will and the choice to live your life according to any of them and to tune into any of them, to choose any of those paths which are available to you. And you are currently living your life according to one timeline, but you have the possibility anytime to jump into another timeline, which is parallel, and to change the course of the events of your life and the whole reality around you. And your consciousness has the choice and your spirit has the choice to tune into any of them. So this is how quantum leap works. And okay, this is all fine and this is all how it is in theory, but how can we apply this to our everyday life? How can I jump from one reality to the other reality? So you will be surprised, but you have already done it, but you probably never paid attention to it. I never paid attention to it either. And now I'm starting to consciously pay attention to these things. It has probably happened to everyone or most people that, let's say someone is used to having an 8-hour sleep every single night in order to perform the best the next day or feel rested and energetic. But one night you had only 5 hours sleep. And in the morning when you wake up, if you tell yourself that you didn't have enough sleep and you slept only 5 hours, then your whole day will be affected by that and your body will be affected by that. You will feel sleepy and exhausted and tired all day. But if you intentionally choose to tell yourself that you had enough sleep and you slept 8 hours, then your body will act accordingly and you will not feel tired or exhausted. You will be just fine as you have slept 8 hours. And this experiment has been done actually on 2 different groups that both had the same hours of sleep. But one group was telling themselves that they slept enough, the other group was telling themselves that they didn't sleep enough, and the results were the complete opposite. So really an intention of choosing to tune into one reality just by telling yourself something can change everything. This is how it works with healing as well. Funny enough, it does happen to me as well that I shift realities during the night while I sleep and without realizing. And I just started to realize it now, what is actually happening. And I really wanted to share with you that last night while I was sleeping, what happened. And I love this kind of synchronicities that I was planning to talk about this topic. And then last night it actually happened. So I'm doing the Course in Miracles and now I'm at lesson 137. And lesson 137 says that when I'm healed, I'm never healed alone. Meaning that when I heal myself, other people heal as well. And I woke up in the middle of the night having this sore throat, so feeling this discomfort in my throat. And now with everything that is going on in the world, I was a little bit worried of getting ill because people can interpret that differently. They might think that they can catch something from you. So I was a little bit worried about how my environment is going to respond to that. Anyways, so I started to think about the Course in Miracles and yesterday's lesson that when I'm healed, I'm never healed alone. And then also about the previous lesson, which is about sickness and how your mind determines your physical reality. And when you get sick from the thoughts that you hold in your mind. So this is the Course in Miracles about. That is what it's teaching. I would recommend everyone doing it. It's amazing. It's not easy to digest, but it's really worth it. So anyways, going back to the subject. So I was really focusing on these thoughts from the Course in Miracles. And I woke up in the morning having absolutely nothing and being just fine. All my sore throat just vanished. So what basically happened was a quantum leap during the night. And I love this, that I'm talking about this, and I have experienced that last night actually. So I shifted from one reality, one possibility, which was me getting sick, to the other possibility, which is being absolutely fine and healed, just by holding positive thoughts about healing. You can actually test it for yourself next time when you eat something and you have a little bit of upset stomach afterwards. Don't test it for the sake of the test, but if it happens, then just by holding positive intentions and thoughts in your mind about you being fine physically and telling yourself that you are not affected by the food, you're gonna be just healthy and okay, and the healing can happen instantaneously, jumping from one possibility to the other possibility, intentionally choosing to tap to another timeline. And as I said earlier, your consciousness and your spirit has the jump, not your body. So we need to be more open to the possibilities that these kind of quantum changes can happen. And sometimes even objects appearing and disappearing, or disappearing and appearing again. Actually, many people encounter this phenomena and they have these experiences of things appearing and disappearing. Like they think that they have lost something and they are looking for that object everywhere in all the possible places, but they can never find it. And all of a sudden it appears in one place where they have looked hundreds of times, but they couldn't see it. And it just happens that object to be in that place. These kind of anomalies have happened to me as well. But I never paid attention to them because I never embraced the possibility of parallel timelines and the possibility to shift in between them. I also heard people sharing their experiences of driving on a highway and someone being behind them and driving behind them, a car, and then all of a sudden that car is in front of them without that car previously overtaking them. So these kind of anomalies. So how can we make it easier to have these quantum jumps in between realities? I would say the best way is meditation, because a quantum leap can be a byproduct of meditation, and it's a real gateway to it. Those people that are not practicing meditation very often are having a harder time doing these quantum leaps and quantum jumps. So meditation and also hypnosis are helping you to detach from your feelings, from your thoughts, your analytical mind, and having that relaxed, focused awareness is helping you understand that, okay, you have these parallel possibilities and you can jump into any of them at any time. So it's a question of choice and free will, and having the awareness that you are consciousness. You are not your physical body. You can be the observer of your life and your problems and your thoughts and your experiences and your feelings. If you have ever experienced lucid dreaming, then you know what I'm talking about. It's knowing that your current reality is not real. So you can really live your life as a lucid dreamer, as a waked dream, and therefore this will change your relationship with the physical reality. And detaching from your physical reality can really put you in a happy place, which is very important when it comes to jumping realities and quantum leaps. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I really wanted to talk about the Mandela effect as well, but I didn't want to make this video very long, so maybe in my next video or one of my next videos. So if this video was helpful for you, then please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on similar uploads like this in the future. Have a lovely day. I wish you an amazing week, and I will see you in my next video.